Hello, Jordan. How are you?
Hey, Kieran, I'm good, thanks, mate. How are we going?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Here we go. I'm currently sitting first in my main league, so I'm happy about that. Happy about that, and I should just scrape by in my little money comp here as well.
Oh, lovely.
Sixth. And then in our comp I'm fourth, and I shouldn't go anything. I hope I don't go any lower. I might lose this week, but I'm not too fast.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, look at you. You're third. That's
I
cute.
dropped two places this week. I had a
Wow.
shocking week. I
Three
didn't
of
even
yous are
score 2,200.
56.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be it's
And I've
that'll
I've got this guy this week.
yeah.
He
But
wants to
in,
beat me. He's
interesting.
he's not. I'm fine.
I
I'm good.
actually hope you beat him, Kieran.
I will beat him. Don't worry. Um,
Please do.
because I had a pretty bad score for um, considering the team that I had. I had
Yeah.
Frederick's 24 instead
Yeah.
of CJ's or Highmore's, whatever you're going to score.
You know
Um,
what? And that's amazing because Frederick obviously played full game.
mm,
And we were talking about last week how if he plays a full game and there's not medical sub, how he'll
yeah.
score 60 or 70. But just a bad game, and it's a shame.
And the other thing as well is it wasn't that he didn't have much time or anything like that. He was on there for 80%, 83. He just
Wow,
had
man.
nothing of the ball.
6 touches.
It didn't even get to him basically. He had six touches, two of them were clangers as well.
Yeah, 34 meters gained, which is nothing.
It is what it is, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But look, that's all right. And I reckon Kelly would have scored 110
Oh, easily.
when he
Even
got off.
120. I think he was on like 70 at half time.
Yeah, which is huge.
Yeah.
But what everyone I guess wants to talk about is filling up their team.
Yeah.
So I want to get rid of CJ,
Yeah.
especially with Highmore out and Frederick probably a medical sub for like the 17th time this year. I need to get rid of Martin.
Yep.
I need to get rid of Martin as well. Now I'm going to do something interesting because I'm actually going to bring Lead up. If
Yeah.
Highmore was playing, I wouldn't have this issue, but I'm going to actually bring Lead up.
Yeah.
And I'm not bringing Crips into this. Funnily enough, I'm actually going to be picking up.
Yeah.
Actually, first one I'll pick up when I change to this. First one I'm going to pick up is actually your boy Jordan the Goey in the
Love it.
forwards.
I love it.
And I do like this. I can bring Dangerfield up if I really wanted to and get another forward.
Yeah.
Actually, it will work either way, to be honest, because the player I'm going to get is Bolton. And
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see how he plays with Martin out. He did score a goal, and that helped his score and stuff like that. But he should still average 90 or so.
Yeah.
But my theory is I'm going to be. I sort of don't want the other reason why I don't want Dangerfield up in there is because in case Cripps does score well, he's sitting on the
Yeah.
bench sort of thing. In case he does score well in the first game, that's why I need to do my trades beforehand.
Yeah.
Say he scores 120, easy. I'll take that. Swap Bolton out for Newcomb, as long as Newcomb's not playing,
Yeah.
and should be the end of that. But
Yeah.
that should be good. That also means next week I can get rid of Waitman or get rid of Coleman Jones or whoever. It depends on how. Waitman's got 105, 104 break even. If he gets anywhere, if he scores, say he scores 100 this week,
Yep.
I'd be like, okay, I'll just get rid of Coleman Jones or get rid of Jones or Waterman or whoever and bring Bolton
Yeah.
down and just keep Waitman for another week, just see how he goes. If
Mm.
that is the case, that's when I can bring Cripps in. And if he scores 110, 20, I'll be like, okay, he could be back.
Yeah.
Or if not, I've also got getting rid of Waitman or Coleman Jones or whatever. I can upgrade Cripps fairly easily.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't mind getting rid of Highmore as well. So I might bring Bianco up as an emergency in case someone comes out and pick up. I think his name's Parker from Richmond.
Yep. Matthew Parker. Yep.
Yeah, which we had a little talk about him. I actually don't mind his positioning at the moment
Yeah.
because we're seeing how where are they parked here? Here we go. We're seeing how Martin being out would affect the team.
Yeah.
Bolton's a full forward,
Yeah.
and we're just sort of saying is that's going to affect his score if he's if yeah, I guess Martin points is what we should say,
Yeah.
but then I also thought there also the other reason why I didn't really want to get Bolton is that if he is getting like the points that Martin got, Martin didn't get much points throughout the year as well. He wasn't anything exceptional. He had a few great games, and that's carried him basically.
Yeah.
Which is also half the reason why I didn't want to pick him up. So my other thought was to get either Marshall, he's out, or Butters. But we talked about Butters, and the issue with that is, yeah, he's back, but he's also back in the half forward. Every game he's had that's been that's been bad has been in the half forward role. Every game he's been in the center, he's scored over 100. Or except the game he got injured where he would have scored over 100, where he had that at halftime sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just if he was playing in the center, I would 100% pick him up.
Yeah.
He may even get his 130 if he was playing in the center. To be 130 break him if he was playing in the center.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually that reminds me. DeGoey is still playing in the center, and I love that. I love that DeGoey is still playing in the center.
I love it too. I honestly do. Yeah.
But yeah, go towards your trades because
Yeah, so only the one at this stage because a lot's kind of worked in my favour with Tally and Cripps playing. Obviously, they were all or both, should I say, under an injury cloud this week. But thank goodness for us super coaches out there that have both of them that they are playing.
Yeah.
So like I said, at this stage, only the one trade for me. And I am obviously having to trade out Dustin Martin, unfortunately. For Jordan, but I'm bringing in my boy. Since he's been in the midfield, he has been unbelievable.
He's been so good. I don't think he scored under a 110 when he's been in the midfield.
Yeah, I don't think he scored under 110. We obviously speaking of Jordan DeGoey.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Jordan DeGoey, by the way. Keeper. 114's been his lowest, and that was last week. And
that is craziness. And you know what? I say about time, and I think this change with Robert Harvey. Taking the reins over at my beloved club Collingwood. I think it's done him. Yeah, it's really helped him out personally, and it's helped the team out as well. So keep it going, Geordie.
And do you want to just follow up with your trades for this, your captaincies for this week?
So we'll go with captain, vice captain, and captain. So vice captain, I've gone with Big Brody Grundy. We were looking at this before, Kieran, as well. It was very, very interesting. So after every sub 100 score that Brody Grundy has had this season,
he's scored 134.
He's come back and answered
135.
He's basically come back and answered what I'm going to say with a 130 plus.
Yeah, exactly. So he scored 70 against Bulldogs, 135 against Carlton.
Yeah.
92 against GWS West Coast. He scored 134, which is the lowest score that he's scored doing that. And then again, 76 against Geelong, and then 135 against Fremantle. And the other thing as well that backs up your point is the last couple of games he's played against Fremantle have all been over 100 as well. Yeah.
And a 138 for Grundy against Port this year as well when we played him earlier.
Exactly.
So, yeah. All signs point to him going hopefully 130 plus, and I will obviously be taking that if he does score that. And my captain's choice, Mr. Reliable, I'm going to call him. You support this team, Kieran. It's Jack Macrae.
I was actually, when you said Mr. Reliable, I thought we were talking about Steele. But yeah, Macrae's a great pick. Yeah. I've done something different.
Yeah, I like it.
I've gone Macrae every time this year.
Yeah.
And it's worked out to me a lot since, or I've taken the VC option instead.
Yeah.
But I'm actually not going Macrae this week.
Interesting.
How did you go at the start of this year? 145. Maybe I should go Macrae. But I'm actually feeling Mitchell.
I like it. I really do. I don't like it. I love it.
The other thing as well is it's going to be something that no one else is going to be doing as well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I do like the fact of his recent form lately has been really good. It's been really good. He also does really well against Adelaide. He's had a bad game he's had a bad game against Adelaide this year. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Actually, what we can do is see why he had a bad game.
Yeah. And what I might suggest and add on to before we go into it as well is I'm pretty sure they are playing at Marvel. Now, the roof's going to be closed at Marvel. So the conditions are not going to play a factor.
Yeah.
Because conditions are probably going to be perfect. So that's another reason why hopefully he has a good game.
Who did I say? Mitchell. Why am I looking at Melbourne?
Good on you, Kieran. You reckon they're going to win the flag, mate?
Yeah, they're gonna win the flag. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawth they actually beat Adelaide. All right. Uh, Mitchell 72%. Clangers. Hey, it's just an average game basically.
25 touches.
Still 25 touches. Damn. And he only scored 90
That's
with
interesting.
7 tackles and 5 marks
5 clangers.
at 72. Why the fuck didn't he go 100 and something? That's
Yeah,
huge.
that's interesting.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Look, I'm gonna bank. I'm gonna bank on him, sort of thing.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
don't
good.
doubt McRae's gonna go hard or anything like that.
Yeah,
I don't know he's not gonna go 140 or anything. I'm just hoping that he has another 171, one massive game.
yeah.
The other thing as well, I'm sort of tempting on going Steele as VC
I
because
like it.
he always does great. He
I
always does
like that
great.
as well, and especially against a team like West Coast up in Perth. Now, I've got something to prove West Coast as
122.
well. Like, I know they beat Adelaide last week.
He went
but
150 against them in 4th round. So
now, Kieran,
basically,
I'm
I
gonna
shouldn't even need to worry about what Mitchell scores. I'm probably going to take Steele's 150, by the
I'm going to
way.
say this live on air in front of our listeners
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Um, I like it. Steele, I'd be shocked if you went under 130.
Yeah,
West Coast don't necessarily tag. I'd be shocked if you didn't take Steele's score this week.
and the one thing I will say as well is I would also captain McRae, but I feel a lot safer having those extra 15 minutes or whatever to see if I want to take Steele's thing, to see if he got
Yeah.
scaled up or down or something like that.
Well, look, this is the thing as well. You should know, like, if I were you, this is what I normally do as well. Say I've got a VC at 4:35 and I've got a game around the 7 o'clock slot, 7:25, 7:40, whatever it is. Gauge what they're at 3/4 time.
Oh, exactly. Yeah,
If they
that's
stay
true.
on 90, something like that, you're probably thinking, yeah, they're probably going to go 120, 130.
Yep.
If they're anything under that, I'd start to be like, okay, maybe I should keep my captain on, for argument's sake, this week, Mitchell.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. You're right. 100% right.
Yeah. And that's what I ask all our listeners to do as well. Go by that strategy. That way you're not, kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So
It's definitely a good strategy because at least you know, like say he's on 100 at the end of the 3/4 time he's on 100. Safe to say he's going to go 120 plus sort of thing.
yeah.
So you know at least he's going to get a good sort of score. Especially if you're like, oh, I need to go out at 7:30, whatever. I don't have time to check it. You at least know that he'll at least have 100 something, 100 plus points anyway. But and I always take the safer option than to risk it, because for instance injuries and all that sort of stuff you can't guarantee anyway.
Yeah.
That's also the other reason why I'm keeping Coleman Jones for another week. Say he still does go 150, I can just chuck the C on him. He's not play. He might play actually.
Yeah, he's in bench this week, Coleman.
Yeah. I'll know beforehand anyway. I'll know by tomorrow.
You'll know by tomorrow around 5 o'clock. Exactly.
Yeah. But the other thing is, if he does play, that's fine. I'll just take whatever he does anyway. I don't.
More money to be made. That's how I think of it.
That's another thing as well. He's got a low. Oh, he's got 94 actually. Maybe not.
Okay.
Okay,
That's all right.
that's fine. That's fine. We'll see. We'll just see how he goes anyway. I also don't know if Waterman or Jones is going to be playing anyway,
Exactly.
so I may even have a donut.
Waterman again, extended bench, I think. Jones looks like he's injured, so he might not.
You know what I've just realised that I've got? Reeves, depending on how his price goes in a couple weeks or so, I can get rid of him and put Coleman Jones in there.
How good.
If he's worth more than Coleman Jones anyway. Because I do need to get rid of that slot here
Yeah.
for someone. But, okay, we'll just see how he goes.
Yeah, that's right.
Heaney still worries me every time he plays. Every time he plays, he worries me.
That's why I got rid of him, Kieran.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Up and down.
Did you start with him, though?
No, I didn't. I brought him in.
You brought him in and got rid of him.
Roughly, we brought him in around the same time, and I only held him for, I reckon, 2 or 3 weeks, and he just did me head in.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Scored me one good score, and then I think I gave him another 2 weeks after that, and I'm like, nah, stuff this.
Well, the last 3 games have been alright.
Cut ties, to be honest.
For 380, the last 3 games has been alright for me.
Yeah.
He should have a low break. He's still got a low break even. He's going to make money, but again, money doesn't mean much when you have no trades.
Yeah.
I think everyone was hoping that they're going to get trades for this week, but honestly, if there's the reason why I don't think that's ever going to happen is because when you look at the players that have come out because of COVID, they just look at it as they've just been late outs. They're just
That's
late
right.
people that came out late. So if your team, like say for instance, Richmond, if they're like, oh, Bolton's a late out, you can't blame Supercoach for them being out, sort of thing. So of course you're not going to get a trade or anything like that. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's right. Thank
Oh,
goodness I wasn't affected by the COVID chaos. I know there probably would
yeah.
have been hundreds and thousands of you out there that were affected. So,
Mills was a massive one.
that would have
Toby
been
Green was another
huge.
one.
As soon as I heard Mills was out, I'm like, you're kidding. That's going to affect.
Marshall as well. He was in a lot of people, but I think a lot of people could have reversed their trades because I think I'm wondering to see what he scored the last week. Last week I think he did score 125, 127.
Yeah, he killed it last week.
But he's out. Is he out this week and next week or just this week?
See, this is where I'm confused. I don't know if he's just a 1 week thing with Marshall or if it's a 2 weeker like Dunkley.
Let's. I think it depends on what they're. When are they playing? And so they got 2 Sunday game. They got a Saturday game and a Sunday game. He may be back Sunday. It just sort of depends on when he got into quarantine or when he got sort of infected. But what I will say is, just if you just have a look at the injury list, it should say who's out.
Yeah, good idea actually, Kieran. It's really
and it will give you an idea anyway. Marshall 1 week. He should be back next week.
Yeah, should be back next week. So I wouldn't be trading if it's only 1 week.
His hand's to be confirmed. Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm hoping it's one to 2. I'm hoping
because I don't really want to get rid of him in case. For instance, say Daniel's out, Daniel's get injured, he's too small, he's been unselected or whatever. I wouldn't mind just taking whatever Highmore scores.
Because he's been pretty reliable the last couple of weeks.
And especially if I have no trades, say it's like the final match, no trades left, grand final.
Yeah.
I'll just take whatever Highmore scores. Unfortunately, it's just it's just down to the gods at that point.
Yeah, exactly right. Correct.
But yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think that's about it. Oliver did another great score. Another good one person we should talk about.
I know who you got.
First of all, it's Guthrie.
Oh yeah.
480. That's one of my options to get upgrading Cripps to bring Bolton down. 480. That's all. That's not the first person that came to mind. One of them was Petrarca. 606. Okay, he's a bit more than what I thought he was. I thought he was 550.
Yeah, I thought he was as well. To be honest, in the 5s.
Unfortunately, he scored 173, but he's in some great form. If he honestly, I don't know if I'll take him over Oliver next year or something like that. Depends on the price. Well, let's have a look at this. Just before we leave, I just want to see what... just want to settle debate if I'm going to pick up Petrarca or Oliver next year.
Oliver's 6.
If we go mid, we go...
Petrarca's 12.
Melbourne, total score. Petrarca, Oliver, 100 and something. Yeah.
They're pretty tight.
It is very tight. I'd still probably go Oliver.
Absolutely.
But put it this way, if the prices were reversed, say Oliver started off at 606 and Petrarca was 577, would you still pick Oliver over Petrarca? Would you pick any of them at the start of the year? Because I didn't have Oliver at the start of the year.
Yeah, I started with Clayton. I started with him, and I you know what? It's probably something that I'm maybe going to consider doing next year as well.
Sorry, I just noticed all the trades.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just go through him. Great. I don't know about Tom Hawkins.
Yeah.
If he's scoring goals, yes. If he's not scoring goals, no. That's all I can say about that. Durham for money, yep, awesome.
Yeah, if he plays, I know he's been named on extended bench, but
that's another thing. If he plays, yes. DeGoey, great. Dale, yes and no. If the other team's scoring a lot of behind, so he gets kick-ins 100%. If not, he won't go over 100.
Connor West, if he's playing.
Again, Connor West is playing. Royal Marshall, no. What are you thinking? He's not playing. If that's the case, wait another week.
Yeah, that's it.
Honestly, wait a week. If you can afford to have a player not playing regardless, just wait a week.
Or just play someone off your bench as well. Hopefully you've got cover.
Yeah. Dangerfield, huge. Why don't you have him before? Guthrie actually like. Parker actually like as well. That was the one we were talking about. Parker for Dustin.
Yeah. Both pretty good trades, actually. All pretty good trades. Mostly.
Which actually don't mind that trade, because if you look at it, he's been selected in the... He's been selected in the... Was it followers, Parker? Or was he selected in the midfield?
Parker at this stage named him in the guts, which is...
That's right, he's named him in the guts. So I reckon he's probably going to have a good game. And that's why I was thinking about getting Parker instead of Bolton. The only reason why I'm not getting him, if this was mid-season, I'd get Bolton. I'll get Parker over Bolton. But because I don't have much trades left, and because I got still 2 more slots to get rid of, I need a premium, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are going to get Bolton, so it's either going to be me matching their trades, or hopefully that's another pod that's going to score 100 for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, just unfortunate it's going to be like that. I do want to see how Cripps scores this week.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping. Have they played Melbourne this week? This year? North Melbourne, sorry.
North Melbourne? No, I don't think they have.
75, 123. We just need to see which Cripps turns up, to be honest.
Yeah, he's
if
correct.
he's fit Cripps with again with no tag, so I don't think they have a tag in North Melbourne.
We were saying he's due. You know what? I want to see a 120, 130 from him at least.
Actually, one thing we can bring up. Where's all our Walsh owners? All right, the 193. Let's just talk a little bit about that.
Those of you who own Walsh, you've done well, honestly.
Is this...
I was just telling you, Kieran, before. I was looking at him 3 weeks ago when he was like 550. I'm like, this guy's a steal at this price.
Now, unless you want to, I just want to think about a bit on this. I've got Eddie Betts in the. Oh, sorry, that wasn't follower. They've taken Paddy Dow and put him as a follower, and taken Sam Walsh out and chucked him on the wing here. I don't know if that's going to affect Sam Walsh's score as much. I don't see him getting 190 again with him here. Yeah. He may change to a follower and stuff like that.
He'll rotate, yeah.
But that concerns me a little bit. Cripps is always going to be in the center. He's always going to be in the guts of it. So that's why I feel kind of safe. I wouldn't be surprised if it does stay like this for the whole game or whatever. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Cripps outscores Walsh. Yeah. But obviously that's a big ask. That's a huge ask, and it might, it might not even.
Very interesting to watch. I'm gonna try and watch this game. Actually,
I want to actually try and watch this game. When is it?
Sunday. Is it Sunday? Saturday. 1:45.
Saturday. Yeah. Okay.
I reckon they've chucked Walsh on the wing because he's a gut runner, and that guy can run all day. Like we were even saying in the Carlton Geelong game, they put O'Connor on Cripps.
Oh yeah, they put him on. They put him on Walsh. We couldn't run with Walsh. Walsh outran him fucking 4 times over. They put him on Cripps. They put him on... I think it was Cripps. Yeah, they put him on Cripps.
Yeah.
And he just slowed him down.
Yeah.
Because you can tag Cripps, you can't tag Walsh. Walsh is he's so good.
Yeah,
he's so quick. He'll outrun you by miles. But
arguably someone to look out for next season. But we should probably call it a day, Kieran.
Yeah, we'll call it a day there. We'll be on next week. I think there's no Thursday game next week.
Oh, who knows what's going to happen with this freaking fixture?
Yeah, that's true. There's probably going to be no games in Melbourne or Sydney or Adelaide, and they're just going to have it all in Tasmania. They might
just call it a bye next week. Fingers crossed.
That'd be good. No, I'd rate a bye. Make it a bye. Give me a few more trades. Give me 100k as well.
Absolutely.
Just give me
vouch for that. Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah. Just give me the money for winning this week as well while you're at it.
Give me the 50k.
Yeah, give me the 50k. Or give me some KFC maybe. Like you guys are sponsored.
All right, we could talk some shit.
That's all right. We'll leave it as that. We'll see how he goes from there. Again, interested to see what he goes, but that's my team going forward.
Love it.
See how it goes basically. Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Enjoy.
Have a good week.